of this is either fake or real, and you guys can play along. And what do I say to me?
Don't eat it.
Which is the real one? He might get it wrong. At the end of the video, you'll see how I made all this. Tim has made some as well. Oh, my favourite one. The whole reason why I decided to do this video.
But the fake looks better.
I'm trying to figure out which one I did.
Mine's too big.
Oh, mine's big.
Yours big.
Yours is small.
Mine's too small.
I can't remember who's the same.
I don't even know. See? Almost identical.
My new one.
Yeah, you are.
Has the artist on the arm. And I'm also wearing my artist pants, which I always love. My artist top. You can buy it on eBay and Etsy. The choc chip mini cookie. It's me.
This company advertises flavour you can see. You can see it on yours. Yeah, the little bubbles from baking. How'd you do that?
My secret.
Oh, come
You
on.
can find out in my video. Cut that out.
What's game number 2?
I hope you press record. So it's Australia Day, and I've been wanting to do this game for a while, ever since I started clay. So all of this is either fake or real, and you guys can play along. There is 3 different versions of this game, and I have no idea how it's going to go, but we're going to see how it goes anyway.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's start with the first one.
Okay, so this is an Anzac biscuit.
So one is real and one is fake.
Which is which?
I mean, you saw me.
The
make
problem is that I've
those.
seen you make them, so the only thing I can make a call on is how convincing it is. And to be honest with you, it's pretty convincing. Which, Michelle can tell you the amount of times I kept looking at the food and going, oh yeah, that's the real one, and it wasn't.
So what's the real one? Obviously.
Well, the real one is this one on the right here.
And the other one is my clay one.
Okay.
Next is the banana lollies.
And for those of you who want to argue with us about whether these are Australian or not, these are made by Allen's, an Australian company. So which one's real? Which one's fake?
Well, both of them have this little...
Yeah, they've got that little divot inside them from the pouring process.
You can obviously still tell though which is real and which isn't.
Although again, I've done double takes on this one before. So the one that isn't real is this one here on the right. Okay. Next.
It's a TV snack.
TV snacks are from Arnott's, also an Australian company. TV in this instance is spelled T-E-E-V-E-E because they didn't want to deal with any copyright issues. So which one do you think is real and which one do you think is fake?
Tim thought when I was making it that it was the real one.
Almost every single time I looked at it, mistook it for the real thing.
Because if the other one isn't next to it, then you can't tell if it's real. But
Absolutely.
once you put it next to it, you can kind of tell.
But in some instances that you're going to see later, the fake version looks better than the real version. It actually looks it looks closer to what's on the packet with like the special photos that they do up to make nice.
So what's real, what's fake?
So the fake one is here on the right hand side.
Now this is a chocolate freckle.
Which is nice and simple. It's just a disc of chocolate with a bunch of hundreds and thousands on it, which is a type of sprinkle. This one I never get right. In fact, I'm currently questioning whether I'm right
It's
now.
still pretty easy.
Well, I mean, it's a thing where it might be easy, kind of, but you could also just mistake your one for a different version. That's it.
So
So, Have a look, take a guess. Which one's real, which one's fake? The real one is this one on the right.
Yeah, it's a strawberries and cream lolly.
Also released by Allen's.
Both of them have little strawberry details on top.
Mm-hmm. So which one is real? Which one is fake? The real one is this one on the right. Although that being said, every time I look at the fake one, I kind of want to eat it.
And what do I say to me?
Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Milk bottles. I'm sure that everyone has seen milk bottles before. These ones are made by another Australian company called the Natural Confectionery Company. I do like the detail.
Which is the real one, too? He might get it wrong.
That one's the real one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just you even did like the little like the little like imperfections, like the little dents and dings and stuff like that.
Yeah, at the end of the video, you'll see how I made all this. And Tim has made some as well.
Which are not good. But I tried.
Oh, my favourite one. The whole reason why I decided to do this video is fairy bread.
Fairy bread is white bread with margarine or butter.
And sprinkles, hundreds and thousands.
Specifically hundreds and thousands.
And it has to be cut in a triangle shape.
Yeah, it like it's actually wrong for it to not be. I'm sure it's against a law somewhere. Okay, yep, cool. Had to do a double take of that one too. So which one is real? Which one is fake? The real one is here. But the fake looks better. Which I guess makes sense. I mean, if it's a display piece.
And what about this one?
So
for this game, this is the last one.
So these are obviously ice cream cones. We see them everywhere. But these ones are specifically Australian made. Which one is real? Which one's fake? This one on the left is the fake one. And obviously when you compare them both together, you can see the small differences. But the thing is that it still
and
looks...
You can see on the inside.
And it still looks like an ice cream cone though. That's the thing. Put an ice cream on top of that and then you could eat it. What's game number 2?
So there's 2 halves to it. The first half is, one is mine, one is yours. And you have to guess which is, like, who did what. And then the rest of this is, the real one is also in it. And you have to guess.
Or are we guessing who, like, which one's the best one and then who was the closest?
Yeah.
Okay.
So first is Vovos.
Another Arnott's classic. Vovos is cream, jam, and coconut sprinkles.
Oh, and also I will be putting the real one next to it as well. So, whose is who?
I mean, I'm going to guess that your one is the one that looks better.
And you did the other one, so you should know.
Well, yeah, I know what mine looks like, but also mine looks kind of trash. I tried. I definitely, you know what? I definitely gave it a go, but you can't match the detail in your one, which is this one.
Okay, you hold that. I'm going to get the real one. This is a real Vovo. I think Tim's colouring is more on it.
But my sprinkles are not. They are not on it. And also the shape of my biscuit. Like, you can tell mine's a little bit too big.
Also, I did the pattern on the bottom of it.
Because, have a look. On the back of these biscuits, if you can see, there's a little small pattern on the back. I didn't do that.
So I actually drew it. So you can see all the little patterns on the bottom. And even the circles as well, and the dots.
Which I did not do. Okay.
Who did what?
Tiny teddies. They are teddy-shaped biscuits that are tiny.
Trying to figure out which one I did.
I would probably go with the one that looks better.
You might pick yours though.
I don't know.
Yeah, yours looks better.
Does it?
Because I made a mistake, that's why I wanted to do it again, but then I couldn't get something correct, so I left it with this one.
I think this one's your one.
Yeah.
It looks better. It looks more realistic.
So, hold that.
Okay.
The...
Let's get out a real tiny teddy. So this is obviously chocolate flavour.
See, mine has the right shape. We're slow. Yeah. So I drew a smile and I pushed the legs together a bit, because otherwise it's not really together.
Yours definitely looks better than mine.
Now we have popcorn, which we just ate because we had a whole bag full.
Exactly. This is Poppin' Popcorn, also an Australian brand.
Who did what?
Well, again, yours looks better, so I'm gonna say it. if you're cool with not dropping it,
It keeps rolling away.
I'd say that your one is the better one. So let's get out the real piece of popcorn and have a look. Now, obviously, all the popcorn pops at random times, and
I actually opened mine up.
yeah, Michelle actually opened her one up, so you can see on the inside, which is a lot more detail than what I was doing.
And I did the details as well on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And one more for this half of the game.
Yep. Marshmallows.
Yours looks like it.
I don't even know which one mine is.
Yeah, you have to guess which one did you do.
Did I do the bigger one?
No.
Oh,
See?
but that one's better.
I think for this one, because there's a pink one as well later on, I think your white one, because it's actually the better shape.
You reckon?
Look.
Oh. I don't know. I reckon yours is better. Mine's too big.
No, mine's big.
Yours big.
Yours is small.
Mine's too small.
You can't remember who's the same.
I don't even know. See? Well, then I guess I'll take the win on that one. It's a reluctant win, but a win.
What about this one? Hundreds and Thousands Biscuit.
Also released by Arnott's. See, this is the thing. I know which one's mine because it just looks lame, like it's this one. But the thing is that, like, here's the fake. Here's the real. You look at it, I dare you to tell me that the real one looks better than the fake one.
And on the packet, it looks like that.
Mm-hmm. Like, we'll have to include a photo of the packet somewhere, but, like, it looks like that. It doesn't look like this. This is all lame and weird and mixed in.
I also did the pattern on the bottom as well. Now, it's for the lolly teeth.
Yes. Who doesn't like a good pair of lolly teeth? I know which one is mine because it looks really bad in comparison. That's my one. Where it's not even close. But then the real one's the middle one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I thought it was, but then I thought it wasn't.
Yeah, I did the details and the teeth.
Yeah, you even did like the little curve where the gum is for the teeth.
Tried to get the colour the same as well.
Which is almost identical.
Yeah, it's hard with clay.
Yeah, because when you you just get a set of colours, and then if you want to change the like saturation or the shade of that colour, you need to either add white to make it lighter, or you have to add other colours to make it darker and hope for the best. That's why that Vovo that I did was a huge challenge. I was trying to get that red right. I ended up mixing it with purple and black.
Yeah, I should have used that.
Okay.
It's the pink marshmallow.
That one's yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yours is better. Because it's closer to shape and shade. Yeah, so for those of you who haven't picked up, these are obviously mini marshmallows. They're not full size. Still Australian made. We were thinking of doing a medium-sized one, but...
I like the small ones.
Well, yeah, they're better. Apparently better for hot chocolate too. Even though we're not really thinking hot chocolate in the middle of summer.
And we're both wearing jackets.
It's really warm.
I'm wearing my new one.
Yeah, you are.
It has the artist on the arm. And I'm also wearing my artist pants, which I always love.
They're really good pants.
And my artist top, which you can buy on eBay and Etsy. So now we're on to the last game.
So what's this game called?
Real or fake?
Simple.
I feel like we should have done this the whole time, but Tim did some of them and then stopped while I did the rest.
So, you know, we're going to keep going.
So first is the pineapple lolly.
Yes.
Is it real or fake?
A classic by Allen's. I'm going to say it's fake.
And then I'll put the real one on.
So here's what the real one looks like.
That's a lot smaller, but I still did it. And the cute little...
The little cross
green
pattern.
on top.
And there's a little cross pattern on it as well to make it look like it. Okay.
Next is the orange jelly bean.
It's real.
Mine also looks pretty much the same.
Yeah, just a slightly darker colour, so
Because
you could...
it's clay, you can't
But
get
you-
that colour.
But you could also get that darker colour just at random pulling it out of a pack. Okay.
Next is a choc chip mini cookie. It's a me.
Yes, it's a mini U. I'm going to call that one fake.
So it looks different, but I like the way mine looks more.
Well, yeah, again, yours just looks better. So this is a barbecue shape. Fake.
Yeah, I love the details in it though. It has more flavour than the real one.
Yeah, because like, look, it's barely there. And just so that you know, this company advertises flavour you can see.
I mean, you can see it, but you can see mine more.
No, you can see it on yours. There's not, oh, you can see it. It's you can't see.
And I even copied the little...
Yeah, the little bubbles from baking. How'd you do that?
My secret.
Oh, come
You
on.
can find out in my video.
Because I wasn't watching. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if you secretly put air bubbles in it. Some sort of weird magic.
Next is the chocolate Tim Tam that everyone knows in the whole world.
The classic. The Tim Tam Slam. Everybody loves it. I am going to say that that one's the fake.
Yes. And here's the real one. It's
Ah.
a lot darker.
Yeah.
Probably should have used the other one.
I don't know, but the real one kind of looks wrong. Like, it does. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't. This looks pretty good. It looks like something you should eat.
It's a lot darker. I should have used a darker brown.
I guess. But then there's obviously too dark. Okay.
This one was really hard to do.
So this is
A meat pie.
a meat pie staple. Everybody knows a meat pie. Although I am going to say that this one's the fake.
Yeah, because...
Here's the real one. A little bit more flat. And the problem is that we used like a frozen meat pie. So even this would look different after cooking in the oven. It would be more brown and obviously, you know, cooked. Whereas this one just looks a little bit more pure.
It was really hard to do. Probably shouldn't have done it at all, but...
Hey, you gotta try these things out.
Waffle!
Waffles! So yes, I understand waffles, homemade things, blah 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 blah. This was made by like Australian locals, as in like the place where they're made is not that far from here.
So it's not just Australian food, it's Australian...
Made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is the thing where we make lots of great things here. I mean, not to, you know, try to have a competition with any other country, but I think a lot of the best food is made here. So
But yeah, everyone loves Tim Tams and shapes.
exactly. That's got to be the fake, I'd say.
Yeah.
Too small.
Because this one's a lot bigger and probably should have mixed in the colour.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of those like darker spots from obviously being cooked before and things like that.
So this is the first time I've made
all of this.
Any art food that looks like something. So it was my first time doing all this.
Again, and considering that, you know, like looking at this whole front row is completely convincing.
I like my fairy bread.
The fairy bread's very good. Okay, and what do we got last?
Lamington.
So this is a lamington. Now, unfortunately, I can tell it's fake because you can see some of the squished up shreds of coconut.
It's so hard to do coconut.
Like
And it took forever.
Because to do lamingtons, why don't you get out the real thing? To do lamingtons, you have to use what's called desiccated coconut, which is this completely shredded to pieces coconut. And I don't know if you've ever worked with polymer clay before, but it's so hard to make it look like it's been shredded because it's soft. You can't really cut it with a knife or anything, or grate it or anything like that. That being said, that was still a pretty good effort.
So out of all these, which one of mine looks better than the actual food?
So it's got, for me, it's got to be the Hundreds and Thousands biscuit, the fairy bread, and the freckle. To me, all of those three look better than the real product. What do you think?
One.
For
the
you?
shapes. Look at all the flavour you can see.
You can see it, yeah. And also because with all the realistic air bubbles, all that stuff. The only reason why that's not my absolute favourite is because you can see that the real shape is a little bit thicker, so it looks like it's been baked, whereas this is a little bit flat.
And I like my chocolate cookie. And my jelly bean looks like it. It's just you can't get the same colour because it's clay.
You know what? Your bear is also pretty good. It's also quite good. In fact, a lot of these are hits. There's only a few. Out of this whole set, the fact that you only had maybe 3 or 4, what I even closely call a miss, right? It just wasn't 100% convincing. I think.
Yeah, I love my fairy bread.
The fairy bread was
So
fantastic.
I'm going to put all these on my new art desk.
Obviously without the food, because the food will go stale and off. But we're certainly going to put all the clay food up there.
Did you guys play along? Could you guess which was real and which was fake? I will probably be doing another one of these videos, but not for Australia Day, so I can do all the food that I really wanted to do.
And not to say that Australian food's restrictive, it's just that this is what's available.
Yeah, it's really hard to find what was Australian food, like it's actually made in Australia, because there's a bunch of food that I really want to test, like Kit Kats. I want to do the layers, and also some of these I did the inside as well. So if you cut it in half, you can see the actual inside of the lamington and stuff. So tell me which is your favourite and if I did better than the actual real food. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
See ya.
And now it's time to show you all the Australian food I'm making for this Australian Day video. First, I'm starting with an Australian biscuit, which is called Vovos. I'm starting with the pattern on the back. I'm drawing that with a clay tool, and then I'm doing the icing and the jam, and then the coconut on top. The coconut took forever to do because you had to do little pieces and then I had to fill it all up. And then I'm on to the next Australian biscuit, which is Hundreds and Thousands biscuit. Just like before, I started with the pattern on the back and then I put on the pink icing and then all the tiny hundreds and thousands. Now I'm on to some lollies. I'm doing jelly beans and strawberries and cream. Now I'm on to a chocolate. I'm doing some freckles with lots of little hundreds and thousands. And this is when Tim started to do some of his Australian food. He started with a Vovo. Now I'm doing barbecue shapes, flavour you can see. And Tim is onto his next biscuit, and I'm onto everyone's favourite, the Tim Tam. And then I'm doing lamingtons, and I gotta put a lot of coconut on that. And I'm finishing off the waffle, and then more coconut until it's finished on my lamington. And that's everything I've done so far on day 1. And that's all the real food. I even did a banana lolly, and I even did the little hole in the top just like the real one. And that's all the different foods. And now I'm on to day 2. It's the final day of making the food because I'm going to be recording the video. I made a meat pie, and now I'm doing my favourite, which is the fairy bread. I even put butter on it first, and then I put on the hundreds and thousands sprinkles. Then I made my final one, which is the popcorn, and I even opened it up like a real popcorn. And now that is every single food I have made. Which is your favourite? I love the fairy bread. And then look at the Tim Tam, and of course my little choc chip cookie, the shapes, the biscuits, the tiny teddy. Look at that ice cream cone, and the meat pie, the lamington, and then all the different lollies and the freckles, the teeth, the realistic banana, the milk bottle, the marshmallows, and the popcorn. That's everything I made, and Tim made a few as well. Which is your favourite? Is there any that you got incorrect and I beat you on by playing real or clay? Tell me in the comments. And tell me which is your very favourite one. I love the fairy bread. And that's the reason I did this video. And now it's time for some bloopers. You're higher.
That's fine, I already angled the camera down.
Give it.
I angled the camera down based on that.
Doing it up.
Down.
I have no idea what we're going to do.
I mean, I figure we have some kind of plan.
Not really. Cut that out.
Yeah. So these are ice cream.
Hang on. Go on.
And probably, I don't know, poison somebody.
I don't say.
You couldn't, the clay's not toxic, everybody just relax. What's game number 2? One more time.
I don't know. Okay, hang on.
You gotta think about it.
Okay.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay.
Okay.
I hope you press record.
Now I have to get up and check it, even though I'm really sure I pressed it. So now we have to do a big long cut.
Okay, for the final round.
What's the final round?
Just look at my lolly. Just look at the food.
Have you got a catchier name? Because then you...
You tell me, what should it be called?
I don't know. Check out what I made.
Okay.
Okay, just
let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Here is
a pineapple lolly.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I should do.
Okay. Okay.
Is this real or clay? I'm going to mix after this one.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna play. Is it real or fake?
Okay.
So
with me.
Real or clay, Tim?
Clay.
Hold it.
That's clay.
And then
Here's the real one. Should have got some glue tack or something.
And then I have to decide
Which one to put on. I guess I'll look away. It's a lovely warm summer's day.
real or clay. See, it's harder when
you're only looking at one of them. If you have them together, it's too easy. But
should have done this for the whole game.
Real.
Yes, because here is clay.
Okay, yep, mad. I had to think about it. I think with a lot of these, it's not even, oh, can I fool you? It's, can I make you think about it? Whoop.
I feel like I should have done that for the whole game.
Yeah, but what are the odds that I could have gotten it right every single time, and then that kind of would have ruined it?
Oh. Okay.
Do you not think of something?
Yeah, I did this wrong.
Uh-oh.
Oopsies.
Hey, cut! No, just get rid of it. No one's going to notice. Okay, they might notice.
I feel like this way is better. Playing witches.
So what did we just waste half an hour doing?
I told you I didn't know what I was doing.
Great. It's we've just lost half an hour of footage.
I like the way that mine looks better.
Well, yeah. And that seems to be a recurring theme here. Your one looking better. So, what? You want to redo the whole thing?
At least let's redo this one. Because we only have the right amount. But the whole table's going to look different from before.
That's fine. Okay, hang on. So all that's dead. Okay. You good?
Got food under here.
Just stashing food.
Yeah, we should have played real or fake. Take a bite.
No.
Oh, it's pretty easy.
That doesn't mean I want to test it. I nearly made a mistake with the marshmallows.
And I put all my favourites on a plate in a special spot. And Tim wanted to know how I made all the little bumps in my shapes. And I just got some more clay on top of it and put little dints in it so it looked like the real thing. And I put flavouring on top and just smoothed that on, and that's the flavour that you can see. Shapes. This is all the Australian food that I made for Australia Day video. Does it look real? Look at my fairy bread. And this is the first food creation that I get to put on my new art desk. I can't wait to show you more. Stay tuned because there's an Oreo that I've made that looks perfect.
It's a dark night, but you shine so bright. I can see the stars shining through your eyes. Someone else might shine as bright, but they're not you. Just watch them try, 'cause everything happens for a reason, and stars shine every single season. So reach for the stars, shine so bright, go so far. So reach for the stars, shine so bright, go so far. So reach for the stars.